I'd like to open this ceremony, this award conferring ceremony, by welcoming all of you to the university. I'd especially like to welcome those of you who may not have visited the university before, and all who are taking part for the first time in one of our award conferring ceremonies. This afternoon we'll be conferring awards on those who've qualified for such awards in the Faculty of Economics and Commerce. And there is in the printed program a list of prizes which have been awarded on merit. These ceremonies are one of the most enjoyable parts of life in the university. I'm sure that today's graduates will find it more enjoyable than the years of effort they've put in order to get here. It's a day when we wish to congratulate each one of you. I do that on behalf of the whole university, to congratulate you for the effort, for the years of effort that you've put in, and for the fact that you have attained that goal that you set yourself, which is something of significance for you. It's also of significance for us in the university that we were able to assist you through our programs and teaching and with the help of all the staff to make it. So well done to everyone. In congratulating you, I'd like you all to think for a moment too of those who may be here today or not here today, who assisted you, who helped you behind the scenes in order to reach today's goal. We know that you can't really achieve your best without that support from family and friends, and without going through many difficulties, perhaps as a family, when you're going through your studies. Some of you may have been studying in Newcastle from overseas countries, and that can be particularly difficult when you don't have a close group of family nearby to assist you, not just financially. We know all students need that kind of assistance, but emotionally, with moral support. So especially well done for those who don't have families close by. Some of you will have started on careers. Some of you will have resumed studies here at the university. Some of you, in these difficult times, perhaps still looking for the best opportunity to suit you. Well, we certainly wish you every success and hope that things will work out well in the future, and that the award, the degree that you've attained here, will prove to be a valuable asset, not just in the employment market, but in the understanding that it's given you, and in the way that you've acquired the knowledge and the desire to keep on increasing your knowledge, the habit of learning, which we hope will last you through your lives. Of course, although you take awards today, that does not sever your connection with the university. On the contrary, by becoming a graduate of the university, become a full permanent member of the university for the rest of your life. And that entitles you to take part in voting for the council, not for the student member, but for the convocation members, and also to stand for council. But it's also something that's important to the university and important to you, we hope, to keep up the connection. For wherever you go in Australia or overseas, you are in a sense an ambassador of this university as you take the qualifications that you gained here. So we wish you well in your future studies. We hope that you'll keep up connection with this university and visit us when you can. We hope that you'll take away happy memories of the friends that you made here, of those that taught you, and those that assisted you with library services and other support services. We hope to see you from time to time. So, well done, congratulations, and we'll proceed shortly to the conferring of the awards. But first, I would like to invite the Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Mortley, to deliver to us the occasional address. Vice-Chancellor.
Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be with you here today, some 6 weeks after I have taken up my appointment in this university, and as the educational head of the institution, and I should also say financial head, I almost forgot that. You know, in universities we don't mention money. To welcome the parents and friends of today's graduates. We're here today to celebrate the achievements of a group of students whose work, broadly speaking, has been in the area of commerce, economics, information technology and law. Whilst we're celebrating their achievements, I also point to my cautionary remarks on page 16 of the program. The areas of commerce and economics, information technology are areas which are all at the cutting edge of modernity. At the end of the 20th century, we find ourselves coming into a kind of golden age of capitalism. The great challenge to free enterprise arising from the thoughts of Marx and Engels and exemplified in the Soviet bloc states has simply collapsed. And these states are endeavouring to embrace one form or another of the Western free enterprise system. At the same time, other versions of capitalism are being invented in the different Asian countries which lie much closer to us. Each culture has its own specific way of establishing a free enterprise system. We sometimes fall naively into the trap of thinking that the idea of free enterprise is pure, whereas in fact, with identical expression from country to country, whereas in fact it is culture specific and its way of being is laid out by the social fabric. It would be preposterous to imagine that a Confucian-based society, with all its emphasis on duty, on family obligations coming before obligations to the wider community, and on personal relationships rather than concrete legal agreement, should produce a form of capitalism which is absolutely identical to our own. We live in a region in which we will observe some staggering feats of economic growth, and in which we will see free enterprise take on a very different form from the pure Adam Smith version of it. In information technology, we are at a point which is every bit as significant, and probably more so, than the other two major information technology breakthroughs. The first information technology breakthrough was the invention of writing. This probably occurred in Egypt as a result of the hieroglyphs, but developed mostly in Greece in the 7th and 6th centuries BC, and it had an enormous impact on the growth of democracy and the rate of political change. As Plato, the Greek philosopher, observed, the invention of writing also led to a general decline in the capacity of memory. Since they could write, people no longer memorized massive amounts of material. One hears echoes of this in the modern complaints about calculators reducing the numeracy skills of the modern student. Some of our technologies are crutches which reduce the native capacity of our intelligences. The invention of writing, however, was greatly limited owing to the difficulty of the medium of writing. The initial carving on stone gave way to writing on papyrus or parchment, but it took 2,000 years for the invention of the printing press, through which Gutenberg revolutionized Europe. The ability to mass produce a document is a direct technological cause of the European Reformation and a direct contributor to the growth of beliefs about the rights of the individual in the West. The ability to print is therefore the second major information technology breakthrough. We now have the ability to store, print, and communicate information with a speed that has hitherto been undreamt of. The logic of computer programming is being brought closer and closer to the logic of the actual human intelligence, and we are quite clearly in the process of inventing a technology for ourselves which will enable us to transcend ourselves and our own abilities, just as the invention of writing enabled us to go beyond the reach of our memories alone. We have so much information now that we may not know what to do with it. Selectivity and culling will obviously become part of the major weapons of management of time and enterprise in the coming years. Speed and quantity are the keynotes. Information can be delivered from one side of the world to the other with unparalleled speed and in unparalleled quantities. In fields like my own, tasks that took a German philologist maybe 30 years to complete, working on his own, can now be completed in 30 seconds through a computer program. And in a sense, speed and quantity are the major developments in the history of money as well. Invented also by the Greeks over 2,000 years ago, the use and understanding of money has proceeded with glacial slowness for hundreds of years. We humans are a species capable of inventing conventions and techniques which go far beyond our understanding of them. They lead us and develop us in ways which we do not imagine when we conceive of them. Money is one such convention, and it took hundreds of years for the ancient Greeks to realize that coinage could simply have a conventional value or a governmentally ascribed value rather than a bullion value based on the weight of gold or silver actually in the coin. Thousands of people actually lost their lives over this failure to recognize a way in which money could be used. The kings of Egypt killed thousands of peasants who could not pay their taxes when expressed in silver currency, and only after a decade or so were able to strike a conventional exchange rate which enabled taxes to be paid. All of us now commonly recognize that money is a convention, and that governments can, within certain constraints, set its value. The first coins were simply lumps of gold and silver, and those that have been found by archaeologists show that initially the lumps were all of irregular shapes and sizes. They must therefore have had to be weighed on the occasion of any transaction. It took many centuries before the idea of a regular measure was adopted, and this was the revolution brought about by the ancient Greeks. That a coin should be of standard weight was an idea which seems simple to us, but which took a lifetime to achieve, a lifetime in the history of money. The next step was to place the stamp of a certain currency standard on the coin to indicate that this coin was of a certified weight and size. What happened? a system was invented in which the speed of the exchange of coins was greatly enhanced. Exchange must have been greatly speeded up. And one may assume that the invention of this convention created much greater wealth. The question of the velocity of money is greatly discussed by modern economists, as well as the issue of whether the speed of the rotation of money is important, whether it can be slowed down or speeded up, or whether only the quantity of money can be regulated. These appear to be technical questions, but like all questions in the history of money, as we have said, they have a capacity to bring about great hardship, poverty, or even death. Not that Milton Friedman has actually killed anybody, but his followers may well have starved some of them to death by indirect means. The pondering over the speed of the money supply can be traced back many years, but it was given a particular impact in terms of classical economics by the question of the siege of Tournai. This was an issue much discussed in the 18th and 19th centuries. Let me tell you the story, and you can see what you think of it. In the 17th century, the town of Tournai was held by the Dutch. Its enemies laid siege to it. The government lacked the money to pay the wages of the soldiers in the city, and there was no possible communication with the outside world whereby money might be obtained. However, the restaurants in the city were doing well, and together they had a certain amount of capital in money form. It was found that this amounted to 7,000 florins, just the amount needed to pay the soldiers for 1 week. The government of Tournai borrowed the 7,000 florins from the restaurants and gave the soldiers their wages. The soldiers then spent the money in the restaurants, and by the end of the week, the government was able to borrow the 7,000 florins again. This was done every week for 7 weeks. Then the siege ended. The example of the siege of Tournai became a matter of great fascination for the classical economists, and it dominated discussion for quite some time. What interested all parties was the fact that 7,000 florins, which was all the money that was in the city, had been made to do the work of 49,000 because of the speed with which they changed hands. Of course, it is true that the government, at the end of the siege, had a debt of 49,000 florins, 7 weeks times 7,000 florins. But it is also true that the speed at which the money moved through the system enabled the transaction to take place. This example gave great impetus to the discussion of the velocity of money, or the speed at which it turns around. It seemed that the speed of the use of money could enhance its power. The faster it went round, the more impact it would have. Thus, the velocity of money became one of the major questions of economists, and even Karl Marx, in his 3-volume work Capital, seems to think that the speed of money's activity is the only important thing about it. Elsewhere, he describes money as the pimp between desire and fulfillment. The belief is that if money lies dormant, or turns around slowly, or hangs around in bank vaults for too long, economic activity will be diminished and wealth will be reduced. Conversely, if money is made to speed upon its way, more wealth will be created. Well, these are fascinating questions over which our graduates will meditate very deeply in the coming years, I feel sure. Let us hope that together they will make a contribution towards this exciting new age in which we find ourselves. I'm convinced that the twin tools of information technology and money are inventions which we ourselves have brought into being, but which are greater than we can imagine them to be, and which are developing in a way which leads us rather than the other way around. We are all groping towards an understanding of what we have invented here, and we now hand over to a younger generation of students and graduates, and some not so young, the task of carrying on the extension of the long human history of inventions and their development. I salute you today, and I wish you all well for the great future that lies ahead of us.
Before we proceed, I'd like to mention with particular pleasure that among today's graduands are several of you who have commenced and carried on a significant part of your studies at the Ourimbah campus, and I think this is the first time that students from Ourimbah are taking part in one of these ceremonies, so it's a matter of particular pleasure for the university. I'd now call upon Dr. Dunlop, Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Commerce, to present candidates from that faculty.
Will all candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Economics and Commerce please stand? Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Economics and Commerce as specified in the program.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the program on all those graduands from the Faculty of Economics and Commerce who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present. Thank you.
Chancellor, for the award of the Associate Diploma of Computing Studies, James Anthony Burns. Scott Bradley Moxing. Joanne Elizabeth Parker. Maria Jessica Peralta. Sandra Marie Rumble. Kathy Shui Moy So. Chancellor, for the award of the Diploma in Computing Studies, David S. Asher. Domenica Antonietta Vagnata. Leilani Teresa Bacau. Craig Andrew Cox. Joanne Marie Dunn. Elizabeth Ann Hayes. Christian Anthony Hobson. Donna Lee Ellen Horton. Adam Barry Jones. Scott Jones. Naoko Kitazato. Thomas Nuati Lanyon. Bobby Matrevsky. Philip Lloyd Williams. James Peter Wrightson. Carlo Kun Cheong Yu. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Business, Edward James Ambrosius. Peter John Anderson. Yi Fan Ao. Ingrid Jane Berthon. Guy Peter Boyd. Jacqueline Marie Boylan. Christine Brown. Janita Louise Browning. Tracy Ann Carter. Michelle Ann Champion. Darren Edward Chan. Nicole Louise Cheeseman. Ruth Christina Cox. Jeff William Craig. Deanne Sandra Cross. Jason Charles Dutch. Cameron Robert Elwin. Michael James Ferguson. Joanne Marie Gardner. Avril Louise George. Paula Jane Holton. Natalie Ann Hobson. Angela Isaac. Charmaine Lisa Jamison. Tony Joy Kearns. Brian Robert Kennell. Mary Therese Keys. Michelle Lena Knox. Caitlin Ann Laffey. Gwenaël Pierre Leculia. Rachel Simone Levy. Wayne Matthew Lubinskas. Melissa Gay London. Shannon Elizabeth McLean. Megan Raquel McCormick. Karen Diane McKay. Christopher John Miller. Kylie Louise Minter. Katrina Jane Morton. Christine Newton. Megan Sybil Orion. Natalie Jane Parker. Natasha Ann Perry. Kylie Jane Reed. Kelly Ann Rigby. Wendy Joy Ryan. Michael George Schaeffler. Matthew Drummond Sherwood. Veronica Emsey Stevenson. Shannon Isabel Stoddart. Nadia Stewart Gibson. Stuart James Vierta. Naomi Jane Williams. Nicole Wilson. Susan Joy Wrigley. Denise Michelle Wolfe. Bridie Gay York. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Raylene Marie Abelson. Sharon Elizabeth Absalom. Margaret Louise Adam. Catherine Ann Orban. Derek Robert Vardio. Stuart Barry Bailey. Stuart David Bailey. Alan John Baker. David Stewart Barnett. Kirsten Margaret Barnett. Peter John Barry. Daniel Kenneth Bates. Larissa Jane Bernard. Helen Jane Bentham. Robert Henry Best. Tony Wayne Best. Simon Douglas Blanchard. Julie Elizabeth Blarison. Paul Matthew Bleakley. Kelly Ann Burke. Debbie Jane Boyle. Alison Louise Briggs. Ian Gordon Broughton. Stephen John Brown. Jason Neil Bufia. Paul Raymond Callaghan. Timothy William Newton Colcott. David Andrew Clayton Stamp. Robin Leanne Cocking. David Bruce Colmer. Philippa Sharon Cook. Alison Louise Copus. Malcolm Fairfax Cousins. Marilyn Lorraine Cousins. Ernie Darmawan. Gregory Kenneth Davis. Heidi Rosalind de Vries. Terence George Dempsey. Sean Damien Dingwall. Karen Y. Han Du. Robert Ben-Or Dalhunty. Sharon Marie Diet. Melissa Jane Edwards. Russell James Eichmann. Bruce Elliott. Gary Trevor Evans. David John Evers. Libby Fallon. Sally Elizabeth Field. David Robertson Fleming. Nigel John Flett. Peter Fluke. Jason Andrew Gaps. Gregory Clark Germon. Deanne Lee Granger. Brian Andrew Greaves. Peter Morris Greaves. Darren James Griffin. Matthew Ian Griffiths. Gillian K. Hall. David Peter Harrison. Charles Alexander Haxton. Andrew Frederick Helly. Emma Louise Henderson. Sandy Lee Henrys. Louise Ho. Warren Wing Lun Ho. Lawrence Raymond Lee Sang Hock. Ian Joseph Hollow. Richard Oliver Hoskin. Carolyn Herzenjak. Nicola Ann Hughes. Rodney Ralph Hughes. Judith Deborah Hunter. Stephen Mark Hurley. Suhail Jaffrey. Matthew Stewart James. Peter Robert James. Mark John Janison. Kathy Jajura. Mark Andrew Jeffrey. Vicky Elizabeth Jenkins. Kim Marie Kalusek. Joseph James Kelly. David John Kett. Dawn Yulian Coe. Angelo Kukos. Paul Justin Lanzoni. Norman Lau Yu Ming. Christina Ann Lowry. Ka Eng Lee. Angela Leon. Mi Chui Ling. Nicole Diane Lundy. Gillian MacDonald. Luke Paul Marnie. Miles Lay Hoon Ma. Stephen John Marshall. Natalie Faye Martin. Diana Martinelli. Nicholas Martinelli. Andrew James McGrath. Darren Robert Mackenzie. Dominic James McLaughlin. Jeffrey Robert Mepham. Josephine Masaka. Paul Adrian Merrill. Michael Michelaudis. Stephen Malcolm Mitchell. Robert James Moffat. Janine Lee Moore. Susan Jean Moore. Imran Mohammed Mumtaz. Bernadette Magella Murphy. Joanne Susan Nash. David Charles O'Brien. Mark Joseph O'Connor. Sharon Joy Peaty. Matthew John Pereira. Tony Raymond Perkins. Nicole Louise Petrie. Blair Andrew Powell. Hamid Pavira. Sean Peter Quarello. Brian Ray. Peter Marie Ralph. Martin James Reith. Sally Marie Richard. Petrus Rosalie. David Anthony Sanders. Catherine Louise Saxby. Sean Thomas Scanlon. Zileta Skapanovic. Michelle Scott. John Gary Sheehan. Maxwell John Shirley. Sandra Sim. Tanya Leanne Slater. Kiralee Jo Smith. Louise Estelle Sonta. Linda Michelle Spearpoint. Jennifer Megan Stace. Tony Stamenkovsky. Darren Elise Street. Melissa Gay Surtees. Christine Maria Shagady. Nicole Therese Tolty. Paul Thomas Tanner. Andrew James Taylor. Andrew Benjamin Tickle. Kristen Michelle Todd. Stephen Charles Donald Toos. Robin Lee Toos. Matthew Robert Tranter. John Richard Ure. Stephen Vasiliadis. John Vidovich. Nidhi Verma. Nicholas Charles Volker. Craig Waddingham. Catherine Joan Walker. Fiona Walker. Janine Walters. Malcolm Keith Wandel. Janine Linda Watt. Gabrielle Wilkins. Michelle Robin Williams. Chi Tat Wong. Elizabeth Letitia Wood. Craig Ian Worrell. Cindy Chinyi Yam. Kawan Lucy Yap. Ross Andrew Yates. Fong Lee Doris Yim. And with Honours in Industrial Relations, Honours Class 2, Division 1, Jane Elizabeth Cleary. And with Honours in Economics, Class 2, Division 1, Richard Reginald Dennis. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Economics, Gregory John Abelson. Paul Andrew Andelzak. Stephen John Appleby. Jason Andrew Bailey. Peter Edward Bartley. Shane Robert Bentley. Michael John Burden. Rodney Wayne Buckle. Anthony David Cartwright. Dino Sesta. Michael John Chommy. Mary Jane Cray. Stephen James Eltis. Cheong Kin Roger Fong. Danielle Greenwood. Mandy Therese Grice. John David Griffiths. Wade John William Hammond. Paul Yongsu Han. Shireen Marie Hicks. Bonnie Ho. David Edward Hughes. Lucina Maria Janik. James William Lancaster. Stuart Craig Lang. Robert Stephen Lewis. Paul Gerard McCarthy. Michelle Judith Mackenzie. Karen Lee Merrick. Catherine Jane Mitchell. Paul Gerard Morris. Patrick Joseph Murphy. Jason Andrew New. Louise Margaret O'Connor. Sonia Jane Oakley. Anthony David Pereira. Matthew John Porch. Melissa Jane Priestley. Anthony Brian Quinn. Trent Adam Robertson. Kane Patton Sanders. Philip Brian Schiff. Matthew John Smith. Raymond Charles Somerville. Jessipina Spetzer. Anthony Gordon Lees Strawn. Lucia Helene Tan. Philip James Taylor. Jennifer Helen Thompson. Shane David Turner. Timothy John Wakeham. Cherie Walters. Annette Barbara Warland. Mark John Watmore. Corrine Weber. Dallas John Whitehead. David Robert Williams. Stuart Glenn Wilson. Rosita Yazdani. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Philip Baker. With honours, Class 2, Division 2, Mark Reginald Webb. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Simon Atkin. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Darren Coslet Oates. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Catherine Lee Rogers. And with honours, Class 1, Belinda Verbovi. And with honours, Class 1 and University Medal, Sally Ann Cowling. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Information Science, Julie Ann Burns. Fiona Lee Espy. Manfred Carl Hanley. Julie Kolopakovsky. Sally Belinda Martin. Kelly Georgia Milton. Jeffrey James Price. David James Quirk. Anne Louise Regan. Kelly Sheldon. Kenneth Y. Keong Tan. Jennifer Joy Trout. John Frederick Webb. Damien John Westacott. Gregory Charles Wilkinson. Mark Alwyn Young. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Law and Administration, Heather Margaret Caulfield. Anne Louise Chalkley. Vincent Eugene Darcy. Kristen Louise Keegan. Melissa Mary Margaret Marr. Shan Elizabeth Mascord. Susan Gay Moran. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Industrial Relations, Lisa Helene Marshall. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Management, Stephen Douglas Blanchard. Owen Andrew Robinson. Norman Richard Rogers. Bruce Kelvin Whitton. Chancellor, the award of the Graduate Diploma in Welfare Law, Paul Durrell. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Master of Business Administration, Glenn Ian Bigland. Vaughan Raymond Douglas. David Carl Carlson. Anne Ellen Keogh. Gail Elizabeth White. And with merit, Peter John Bowles. And with merit, Glenn Leslie Tello. And with merit, David Peter Marr. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Master of Commerce for a thesis entitled A Diagnosis of the International Competitiveness of Australian Manufacturing Industries, Paul Neist.
I now have great pleasure in inviting Miss Sally Cowling to respond on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates. Sitting back just a moment ago and watching everyone pass across the stage to collect their degrees, I was reminded that people are the essence of all of life's positive experiences. I was thinking a similar thing one rather nice night last December. I was huddled round a bonfire at Hawke's Nest Beach with my mates from honours, and I can remember taking a look around at these characters with whom I'd studied and realising what a highly spirited, interesting and caring group of people they were. And they certainly did not conform to that mobile phone-wielding, cold-hearted stereotype, which is at the centre of all jokes about accountants and economists. Like many of you, I've amassed a rather extensive and humorous collection of such jokes over 4 years of study. But there is one piece of particularly black humour which continues to stand out. Written by a senior lecturer in economics at the University of Sydney, it concluded with these words: "I tell you, economists are a plague, more dangerous than rabbits, cane toads and prickly pear. In order to reduce their power, the outpourings of economists should be met with laughter and derision. And in the long term, they should cease to be hired. Let them be pensioned off and die out. The Australian economy will be more productive and Australian society much, much happier without them." I guess the difficulty with classifying such words as a joke is that their cynical and bitter tone does reflect the way many people feel about our professions. So I thought I'd take this opportunity today to recount the rather grim story which underlies our current image problem, and to consider how we, as a new generation of graduates, can help to restore the credibility of our disciplines. When you think about it, we've taken our degrees in very interesting yet very distressing times. Over the course of our study, we followed the Australian economy from an uncontrollable boom to a bust of tragic proportions. It was an age where obscene levels of profits could be made from simply shuffling paper, from takeovers and from speculation. And ironically, it was this frenzy of entrepreneurial behaviour which was to undermine the efforts of those who were committed to decent and fair and innovative work. It was also an age when a national leader could stand before his constituents and calmly justify a recession as something that was necessary. And on this morning's figures, such a necessity has since consigned over 370,000 Australians to the pool of long-term unemployment. I don't think that we should ever underestimate the callousness of such language and the cruelty of such policies in a society where an individual's sense of self-worth, dignity and hope largely depends on having a job. It was an age where the gap between the have-lots and the have-nots continued to grow. It was an age in which the very rich could continue to collect real estate while the growing numbers of homeless youth prompted a human rights inquiry. It was an age where equity became the forgotten goal of economic policy. But speaking as a student, I think the thing that I found most distressing of all was the fact that this vigorous faith in the free market went largely unquestioned. The dissenting voices were very few, and they were very, very quiet ones. And I can remember at times feeling such a sense of outrage that I just wanted to leap out of the lecture theatre, get on the next bus to Canberra so that I could ask the policymakers what in the hell they were doing. Or at the very least, plead with them for some intelligent and constructive and passionate debate. Because it was only when the dole queues became so long that they began to prick at our collective conscience that we began to seriously question our direction and to begin the process of looking for alternatives. But I think the wonderful thing about days like today is that standing here and looking out over the class of 93, I feel really confident that we can make a constructive and competent contribution to the repair job. Because I know that the type of education that we've received from the University of Newcastle is going to help us to reject absolutely that harsh and callous approach which has been taken by so many of our predecessors. For in the lecture theatres in this place, we've actually been encouraged to ask questions. We've been encouraged to think critically and creatively, to challenge the orthodox and to open our minds so we consider a range of points of view. And I think it's to the faculty's immense credit that we've also been continually reminded that issues which relate to the world of economics and commerce, information technology and the law can never be considered in isolation from our social, cultural and political life. I think today it's really heartening to note that, for example, our commerce graduates are leaving with an appreciation of the ethics of accounting, that our economists have sat in lecture theatres and considered the environmental and social impacts of economic policy, and that our management graduates have a mature understanding of the political and institutional framework of this country. And I know that with this quality of general education behind us, we can now go forward and ask the searching questions which are required if we are to start generating superior solutions. But I think we should always also remember that the process of learning isn't confined to just the lecture theatre and the famous all-community library, because a complete education offers not only the chance of academic development, it offers us a chance to discover and then to develop our human potential. And in this way, it's been uni life, it's been the O-balls, it's been having a run around with the hockey club, it's been being members of political or artistic groups, even Thursday nights at the bar on the hill. All of those things have helped us to develop as balanced and aware human beings. And I think they've also taught us to accept and to appreciate the diversity and richness of human life. So now as we leave this place, I think that if we can continue to take a deep interest in other people, if we can continue to feel a sense of responsibility and warmth towards our fellow beings, then we will not emerge as a generation of professionals who are ready to either ignore or dismiss the human costs of our decisions. It remains as my very pleasant duty to offer a special thank you to our fellow travellers, to the staff of the faculty, to our family and friends who have shared the uni experience and who fill this auditorium today. I was thinking this morning that to be part of the support team for a university student does require a reasonable amount of patience, but it also requires a massive amount of flexibility. You've been called on to be sympathisers and sounding boards, to be coaches and critics and counsellors, and of course creditors. And I hope you realise that now, with your encouragement, we have jumped the hurdles, we have finally passed the finishing post, and we are running on strongly in the next phase of our lives. I hope also that you will continue to remind us that our role as a human being must take precedence over our role as a professional. And I conclude with a sincere hope that we, as the graduates of 1993, will have the courage to be visionary, to speak out, and to forge a contribution which is creative, which is energetic, and above all, which is compassionate. All the very, very best.
Well, I think we'd all like to thank Sally for those fresh insights into the world of economics and hope that her prophecies may well be fulfilled. Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude this formal ceremony, may I invite all of you who are present to join the university in taking tea, which will be served in the University Union. And I'm sure that all today's graduates will be only too willing to direct you down to the Union when we adjourn. Our great pleasure now in declaring this ceremony concluded.